Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to your Kop TV preview for Liverpool v Newcastle. As you can see, it's just me alone. I'm not with Gilly, I'm not with Joe, I'm just on Todd. But we're going to go through it together. It's only going to be a nice little short video, and we will be looking at some stats and talking about lineup predictions and score predictions, etc, etc. But first, let's just mention dead quick. I've already talked about it in the hot topics, right? But yes, get in. We just smoked Man City 2-0. They didn't lay a glove on us. That's 2 games now. We've done a double on them. And not a single scratch on us for it. So fantastic. That's going to give us a lot of confidence going into this next fixture, which is Newcastle. So let's start by talking about their last game and our last game. So Liverpool, as I just said, beat Man City. Fantastic. Bit of form. Pragmatic performance. Excellent it was. It was truly excellent. So we go into that now with that confidence from the game. And then you look at Newcastle's last game, which was against Forest. So they conceded the first goal. We've seen it with Hudson-Odoi. I think they were 1-0 up after about 6 minutes. It was terrible. Smith defending, terrible goalkeeping. It was too easy for him to score from how far he did. It was terrible. And then after that, we all seen what happened. They absolutely blew them away. In 11 minutes, they scored 4 goals. And that Isak, mate, was just at the centre of everything constantly. Him and Gordy are just unreal. They really are. Isak ended up getting 2. Murphy got 1. And the young lads, I think he's a local lad as well, Lewis Marley, ended up getting a good little finish with his left foot, bottom corner. But they did go on to concede 2 goals after that. And they could have conceded more, to be quite honest with you. They got lucky that Nottingham Forest missed the chances that they had. But that's testament to how they've been performing in the last 5 games. I'm going to tell you. The last 5 games, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so the last one we just spoke about, Forest, 4-3. And then you're looking at the game before that, which is City. And we've seen what happened there as well. I remember everyone was saying that City were going to get battered by Newcastle. And it just didn't happen. And they ended up losing 4-0 with the hat-trick in the first 30 minutes. So they are susceptible to conceding a bunch of goals here. And then you look at the game before, Fulham, 2-1 loss again. So, you know, they're not looking great. And then the game before that, Southampton, which you'd expect, right? They've got 9 points. You'd expect to beat them. They won them 3-1. And then you go again to the next game, and that was Bournemouth, right? And they lost 4-1. And Bournemouth have been on fire this season. There's no doubt about it. They've got quality there, and they can beat anybody. They beat Arsenal. I think they beat City. They gave Liverpool a good game, but we ended up winning. That's testament to what they're playing like at the moment. Newcastle aren't in a great vein of form. And I'm just talking about Premier League games, by the way. I know they've had games in between with the Arsenal when they battered Arsenal at the Emirates and they battered Arsenal at the St James's Park. And that was in a cup competition. But cup competitions are different, right? The football that you play is completely different. So I'm not really looking at them. I'm just looking at the Premier League games. And if you look at our last 5 against Newcastle, pretty good, not going to lie. So the last game, 3-3, which was so annoying because we probably could have got out of there with a win. 89th minute, 3-2, 90th minute, whatever it was. We winning 3-2, and then we can concede a stupid goal at the end, which really shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is. Players make mistakes every now and then. And then you look at the game before it, which was Liverpool 4-2, and that was at Anfield. And then we went to St James's Park, and this is the one where we were losing 1-0. Yeah, the entire game, and then Núñez popped up with 2 goals in the 90th minute to win us the game, which was just unreal. And then again, St James's Park, the fixture before, 4-0, was it? No, 2-0. 2-0, sorry, my bad. 2-0, and then at Anfield, 2-0 again. So that's 4 wins out of 5 and 1 draw. It's pretty good, that, to be quite honest with you. We usually get the best of Newcastle. Don't know why. It's just almost like we're their bogey team, even when they're playing better or they're in a better vein of form, or they've had a better game than us, like I said about the Núñez win. We just seem to beat them. I don't know what. Like the Calvario one, remember that a few years ago when it was 1-0? And it was like in the last second of the game. We just seem to have their number. So hopefully, going into Wednesday, we can have that. So, obviously, you need to look out for a few players. Isak. We all know how good Isak is. He's been exceptional. I think he's 2nd top goal scorer in the league now. 20-something goals. Incredible player. Wouldn't mind him at Liverpool, to be quite honest with you, but obviously price tag on him is ridiculous. But we're going to have to watch out for him, and I think probably he's going to score. But I'll talk about the score predictions later. And then you've got to look out for players like Gordy as well. Gordon has been boss. I remember when he went there, right, and I genuinely thought, why are Newcastle buying him? He's not that good. He's just a pace merchant. He's not. He's definitely got a lot of quality in there, and his press is exceptional. But a back Virgil and a back Canate to have the composure to be able to play out of that press. They might catch us 1 or 2 times, but most of the time, they're all right with that type of press. And you just got to look at the form that we're going into this with now. Liverpool are unbeaten in 23 games. 23 games unbeaten. This is like, I don't think people are speaking about this enough. It's ridiculous. 23 Premier League games. No one's beat us. What? We played Arsenal, played Man City, played Chelsea, played all the top teams. They haven't beat us. We've been formidable, mate. So I know for a fact this Newcastle team, they're going to be coming here to play for top 4, but they are going to be worried about what we can do to them at Anfield. They haven't beat us there for, I think, what is it, 20 years? 20 years, something crazy like that. It's a long time. But that's not to say, right, that you don't take each team and take them seriously. Newcastle are a good team. If we want to let them beat us, they'll beat us. So we have to take it seriously now. We have to go into this game, win it, and get to the international break with a little bit of a breather before we come back to the last sprint of the 10 games. And I do think that we can do that. This is like the preliminary game before the cup final as well, because, you know, we're going to be playing them twice in 3 weeks, I think. Is it 3 weeks or 4 weeks? Close together. We're going to be playing them together in the same month. So, yeah, I hope that we get all across the line on that. So that leads me to our line-up predictions. And Gakpo is back, finally. Nice to have him back. We wanted him back. He's been the only one slotting goals other than Mo Salah, to be quite honest with you, and we need him. He's in a great vein of form when he got injured. So hopefully he can just carry on. He hasn't been gone for that long. I think it's like 2 or 3 games. So hopefully he can just carry that on now and pick up where he left. So I'm going to go Ali, Robbo, Virgil Ibu, Trent, of course, Mache, Ryan, Tom, Salah, Jota, and Gakpo. Even though Diaz has been getting the nod ahead of Jota in that centre-forward position, I think that we just need to put Jota on. We just need to start him and get him some goals. He needs to build up that confidence again. We all seen a bunch of chances that he missed against Villa. So let's just try and get his confidence back up again. We need him. And we're going to need him next season if we don't buy any more strikers. So it's as simple as that. And then last thing now, score predictions. Okie dokie. So it's not an easy game to play. It's not. I don't care if it's at Anfield. I don't care if we have a better record against them or we're in better form. It's always a difficult game. Newcastle are a good team. They are. And they have a great midfield and a great press at the top. So it's not going to be easy. But I'll still say Liverpool are going to win. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Liverpool. Let me know what your lineup predictions are and your score predictions and how you feel about the game. I'm pretty confident that Liverpool are going to be able to get through this, especially after that City game, where it was probably one of our best away performances all season. We haven't lost all season away, by the way, just to let people know, which is crazy. The only game that we've actually lost was at Anfield, which is mad to say, but we've been brilliant away from home. So Anfield, last game before the international break, super important. We need to make sure that we go into it with a big, massive gap and demoralise that Arsenal team so that we're on that last sprint. We have all the energy to go at it. So 3-1 Liverpool. That's my line-up predictions. Let me know what you think. And I will see you on the other side with Gilly on Monday, I believe now. So this is, on Monday, Gilly will be back for the Hot Topic. So hopefully we're sitting there elated, jubilant, in good energy, and we're top of the league by 11, 14 points. If Arsenal lose, who knows? Who knows? They're playing Forest. That's a big game. They could lose that. But hopefully that's all. It comes to plan and we get exactly what we want, which is Liverpool flying at the top with nobody behind us. So, that's been your preview. Thank you for watching, guys. Love you as always. And see you soon.